All right, we have our next guests. Multiple. Ladies, we have some actual college football players. Please introduce yourself, tell us your school, tell us your name and a little bit about yourself.
All right, hi y'all. My name is Mila Marshall. I go to St. Thomas University. My position is wide receiver, linebacker, and running back.
Ooh.
I come from like a football family.
Oh, okay.
So when I like first was like, oh, I want to play flag, my dad said no, immediately, no. I did tennis, softball, soccer.
Why was he so anti-football?
Because he plays football, but he was just like, no, Mila. And I'm like, they're getting offers. He said, NAIA? I'm like, yeah. He's like, no. So I'm like, okay. My mom was like, no, go try out. Tried out, made first county. I was breaking Broward records. I'm like, oh, I'm playing. And then once I like the calls from colleges start coming in, he was like, I was like, yeah.
Dad found out.
You feel the same way now, Dad? Yeah, you feel the same way?
Like, I'm in
what
college.
high school you went to?
I went to I was in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
So in Atlanta, I went to Heritage High School. When I came down here, I went to Cypress Bay, then went to Western High School.
Okay, I coached at Western last year.
Did you?
Yeah, I coached the football team.
So
you had OB?
Yeah, I had OB.
Oh, okay, yeah, we worked together.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Okay.
Who's next?
My name is Harmony. I've been playing football since like elementary because, I got older brothers that play football. So, I've been playing since 5th grade. I got serious around like 8th grade. Like I started taking the sport serious around 8th grade because, I thought it was just like, just for fun.
No, I'm just playing for fun.
I got more like fun with it when I started seeing you shake people, bait people, like how you see them on the floor while you're running.
With grease.
Yeah, you start taking pride in what you do.
But I go to St. Thomas College. I went to Piper High School, and I played ATH, quarterback, wide receiver, safety,
Dookie, y'all.
linebacker. Sometimes they put me on linebacker. Sometimes, y'all. I be kind of confused, but hey, I can hold a pick.
You just play. You play.
Hey.
You're an athlete. You
play.
play.
I had first county like her, Broward, and Dade.
Okay.
So yeah, that's more like me.
Okay. All right. Who's next? She got a mic right there.
Oh,
so
they
good,
might
she
like
good.
double heard me. Y'all heard me.
Girl, you good.
If y'all want to line it up, we can line it up.
All right, my name is Cessia. I went to Chaminade. You probably know them from their football team.
We do.
But it's okay because we didn't have a program. We went out there, won districts.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so.
We had the coach on the last podcast, actually.
Oh, Coach Rowe?
We had
That
Coach
was
Rowe
my
on
coach with Coach G.
I know. Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
So, yeah, they helped us out a lot. But I actually come from a soccer background.
Oh, okay.
I've
So you
never
got
picked
good
up a
feet.
football. Yeah.
Duh.
I cooked her.
Whoa.
Last season. She was at
Whoa.
quarterback. She was like, I don't want Cessia at
Let's
rusher.
talk
I don't
about-
want her.
All right.
It's getting out
You
there
had your
early.
moment. Let her have a
You heard me. I'm gonna let her
Let her have a moment.
But
Go
let's
ahead.
talk about when she ate that floor.
Ooh.
One time.
I love it.
But that's my teammate at the end of the day. She raw. But, yeah, I never picked up a football day in my life. So I came out here because I didn't want to play soccer no more. And I liked it. Then I had coaches. So I was just like, all right, I guess I'm going to take it serious now. So now I'm going into my second year playing football. So
Awesome.
And then I'm the first to go to college.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Congratulations.
Congrats. That's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Starting
huge.
you.
That's
You
huge.
too.
Yeah.
You too.
Same
There
for
you
you.
go.
Oh, congrats, y'all.
There you
That's
go.
what's
Thank
up,
you.
man.
Yeah.
Starting a brand new chain.
Breaking
That's
a
what's up.
generational
Breaking a
curse right
generational
there.
Yep, that's what's up.
Love to hear that.
Love it.
Yep.
Are you?
My name is Jordan Bailey. I go to Siena Heights University. I went to Piper High School, and we won districts back-to-back 2 years in a row. I played center and linebacker, starting center, and I have a
That's what I'm
4.3
talking about.
GPA.
So we got an O-lineman. So you might talk about that. That's what I'm talking about.
I went
That's what I'm
into
talking
college with a 4.3 GPA. I'm a first generation also.
Wow.
And
So
What
now,
else is there to say?
Yeah.
yeah,
So
oh
for,
yeah, I play running back. in
for
high
you
school.
two that are, oh, you play running back too. Okay, I heard you. For you two on the ends that you're out of state, how difficult
I mean,
was it?
It was difficult leaving family, and now it's just like we all have to talk to each other at that school because around there's nowhere to go.
Okay.
It's like it's the country. There's nowhere to go
Yeah.
unless you go like an hour away. So it's like it's a new change, and I got used to it.
You acclimated well.
Yeah.
Now.
And it's better there because I would rather go to a school like that than a party school because now I'm focused on
locked in.
I'm focused on either working out or doing schoolwork. So
That's in Michigan?
yeah, Michigan.
Kentucky?
I'm in Kentucky, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that?
So
She's at coach's team.
Yeah.
She's a coach,
Yeah.
So, at first, when I went on my visit, I didn't want to go at all. I had to close off mine. I'm not coming here. I'm just going to school because I had to.
What was the turnoff?
Just being out of state in the middle of
Okay.
nowhere.
Okay.
Like I live in Fort Lauderdale and I'm gonna come here. Like
I felt the same when I went to
Yeah.
visit Western Kentucky. It was like 45
WKU,
minutes. It was
yeah.
45 minutes from the airport. I'm like, I'm closer to
I'm
2
an hour
airports.
and 30 from Louisville
Yeah, what
Airport.
a-
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
So I
felt
was
the
like,
same
I'm
kind
not
of thing.
coming here at all. Then I was like, but I want to play flag. So it's like, it's either, do I want to party for the rest of my life and be a nobody, or I actually want to put my name out there and be somebody?
I know that's
So I was like, I'm going to go play flag. Then both my coaches, like they was hitting my phone every single day. So when I actually got up there late, I've only been up there for 2 months because I had surgery earlier in this year.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I went up there, the whole team, like since when I went on my visit, we've been texting ever since. So I had a connection with them online and I wasn't even there. So
Yeah.
imagine when I'm there now. So I come and both the coaches, those are like our dads because we're
Dope.
all like far. So they're like, anything happens, our car breaks down, here comes coach.
There it
On
is.
top of
He
the
a
car.
mechanic today. Today he a
That's
mechanic.
good.
Yeah, all of a
A
sudden he
little
knows
while
how to
ago
fix
he was a
motors.
coach, but today he's a
Yeah.
mechanic.
Listen, back in the
So-
day, all men used to know how to just get in their driveway and fix their car. Now
Y'all better-
I have no idea how to do that. Not a chance.
So, like, that's what really caught me was, like, they're there for you. They don't just see you as just an athlete. So,
That's a huge
that
piece.
was that. And then grades-wise, like, they don't care if you're putting up stats. You're going to sit your bottom down if you don't have that GPA.
Good.
So, we have mandatory study hall. We have practice every day. You miss practice, you're getting benched. Like, it's not no excuse because it's like, they put in their work. Now, where's your portion?
They set that standard.
Yeah.
They're building character.
Yes.
And they're doing it the right way.
They're doing
right?
it, yeah, exactly.
I know
And it's
coach
like-
back there smiling.
Yeah, I know Coach happy now, but it's right. But he's right.
But no, it's like, it's the truth,
It's the truth.
And it's like, I've been with coaches that don't know how to discipline, and we had good players, but because he didn't discipline us, we was losing every tournament. We had
Wow.
coaches coming on the sideline looking at us like we're a bunch of animals. Like,
Not
it was
surprised.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, they're
That's
like,
crazy.
they'd be like, your coach lets y'all talk to each other like that, or y'all fight like that in the middle of the game.
Well, I was going to ask if you had a rule about cursing because you said you're going to sit your bottom down.
Yes.
And it
Well, you
sounds
do
like
go to a
you're
Christian
used
school.
to.
Oh yeah, I go to a Christian
Yeah.
school,
That's
but no,
true.
either way, like.
Well,
no
I coach at a
cursing.
Catholic school, but I just don't curse.
We had a rule you curse 10
don't
push-ups
curse.
right away.
Yeah.
Just-
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm
I don't
sure.
feel like
no,
if we curse
no
at
10
kids,
push-ups.
like,
I
no,
would
at
get
the
more
same
for
time,
Oh,
that.
more than that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's
Same
worse?
time, same
Nah,
time. You
you
can't
can't.
cuss. You.
Oh, yeah?
He on point with it. Even if you in the middle of a route cussing, yo, break down.
I love
Okay.
it.
I
I love it
love
because
that.
I'm gonna be honest
Yeah,
with you.
no.
I don't think there's anything you get out of that. Like some kids
it's
say,
not
"Oh,
cute
it motivates
at
me," and I'm like,
Nah.
it'll put you in the dirt.
But that's
a
what
lot
you're
more
building
than
the
it'll
future to
motivate
do,
you,
and they're
right? Like,
thinking it's okay.
but like we're all emotional beings.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, like we in our feelings, and now you mother F me, and I'm like, come
Right.
on, man, I'm having a bad day. You up mother effing me, like, man, I came here to do is just handle school and go and play football. Like,
Right.
man, you giving me all this extra stuff. So
See, but now you see little league kids cursing out
Oh.
there,
Right.
and they're like 7
That's
years. I'm
terrible.
like,
There's a lot of
Exactly,
craziness
that's
that goes on
crazy.
in the youth.
that's crazy,
Yeah.
and they
But the
cursing
high-
more than adults.
Yeah.
And they saying curse words. I'm like, man, where you got
say
that one
cleaner
from?
than us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the high school I came from, it was no cursing. My coach never went for that. And I felt like he was my favorite coach. Like, he actually, Coach Jones, he actually, like, made me realize that I actually love this sport. Like, he showed
Dope.
me you don't have to be mad all the time. You don't have to curse and all that just for you to think that's what you have to do to play.
To
you
be a
know?
good player.
Yeah, to be a good
Yeah,
player.
like-
You don't have to curse all the time.
Yeah.
But I hear you guys talking positively about discipline, like positively about having a standard that you guys have to adjust to, right? And I think a lot of young people like crave that. They crave that structure and discipline. And when they don't have that in their lives, they tend to do stupid stuff, right? And, that comes out in all types of messy ways, and people lose their chance to do what you guys are doing and play at the college level. Like, how many people from your neighborhoods lost their chance because of some stupid stuff or altercation with a teacher that was just unnecessary because they couldn't control their emotions, right? And to hear you guys speak about that positively, that you have that at your programs, you know what I'm saying, and you crave it, you love it, and now you're preaching it to the next generation right now. Like that's huge, guys. Like you don't know how much that piece is.
I used to be that type of person, but I realized I woke up to reality. I'm not gonna lie, cause like where I was raised at, like
Be transparent. Talk.
Yeah, you be real on here.
Yeah, listen, talk.
We
Because
all got our
you know why
testimony
we
around
want you
here,
to be
you know what I'm
honest?
saying?
Because there's gonna be girls just like y'all, that they don't know what they're getting themselves
Right.
into.
No.
They
Yeah.
confused. They don't know that they're offering scholarships. They
Right.
don't know that there's flag football and
And they might be
'cause
embarrassed
I
to
ain't gonna
take
lie,
it seriously.
Right.
I used to be on the field, like me and her used to play. Like I used to be on the field mad. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't had no sports. What's that thing called?
Sportsmanship.
Yeah, sportsmanship. I ain't gonna
No,
lie.
she didn't. It was.
I was.
She made her mad. She
Hey,
made her mad.
that's
She like,
cool.
I was like, she'll check me, I'll check her. Or like, if my route is off.
Y'all sisters. Y'all
Yeah,
helping
this
each
is
other.
my route.
Yeah. Y'all
But it's pretty
family.
fake. Yeah, we on
You
the
built to
field.
compete.
Yo, twin, fix your route. Like you
Yeah, it's
not,
like once
you
I
not-
like I used to get mad and I'd be like, forget everything. But
Yeah.
it's like I know why I could lose now, so it's like
How did you
I
make
woke
that
up.
change from hearing her say, "Hey, twin, like your route is
I've been
off,
playing
tighten
with-
up," and not be like, "Man, what you talking
Man, what
about?
you talking about?
Get
Get all
away
into
from
that.
me."
because
To
I
be
had
like,
coaches
"Thank
talk
you."
to me before, like
Okay.
in my ear.
So you had
it's
some good
like-
mentors.
Yeah.
Some good coaches ahead. So now, because I love the dynamic of all four of you. Like, did y'all all know each other before?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
all
all
played
play
Is it a
together.
it's a
that's
tight
what's
group?
up. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
we
I
all played
love it.
together.
I love
so
it.
going back onto a little what you're talking about, yeah, I was like the same. Like I was like bad attitude. I wouldn't care. I would walk away. I'd be like, you know what? Like I'm gone. Like I don't
Yeah,
care. Yeah,
whatever. I ain't got
I had
nothing to
that,
lose.
I had that bad energy. I had that like negative weight on me. So like it made my image worse than what it was
Well,
because
Yep.
like I was very good. Like I was like
Yeah.
when I
But
played
that
out
took
here,
away.
It took away
Yeah.
because my energy and I was so like attitude-ish or like
You were missing out on blessings.
yeah,
Yeah,
so like
wow.
if a coach said something to critique me, I took it as like bro, you in my face, you playing this
Yeah.
that and third, and I blow up.
You don't care about me.
Right, all
Like,
right, I'm gone.
whatever.
Like I'm mad now, right? But then I had to realize it
They
ain't
just
too
trying to
many
help you.
coaches that's gonna keep letting you do that or keep letting you walk away. So like, I had to fix that and like fix my adjustment, how I talk to people, how my posture is, and like.
Cool.
You know, like you can't be all attitude-ish.
Yeah,
like,
you
yeah,
matured.
we women,
You
we,
don't want
horny,
nobody to talk
we got
about you.
hormones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Like that's just like if your parents come around, they're like, "Oh, how's your daughter?" She got attitude problems. Her mouth crazy. She crazy.
Yeah. She talking
Like,
crazy out here.
Yeah, like that's embarrassing.
And you gotta honor
and,
your
like,
parents' name. You
yeah,
know,
like, it's
you gotta
embarrassing.
do the
My
right
parents
thing.
You
don't
know
go
what
for
somebody's
that.
first word when they say that? That's how your parent raised you.
Yeah.
Just
And that's not how they
That's-
raised me.
and
So it's
everybody
like,
mouth, they
you
say
don't
that.
need to drag their name in the
yeah,
mud.
so it's
That's
like
not
if I don't
their
act
fault.
like that at home.
Why you
why
doing
would
it out
I
in the
come
street?
Out here? Yeah, so act like a little monkey out
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And I don't got
I'm
no
with you.
common sense.
I'm with you.
So yeah, I had to change that. Like, but it clicked in instantly because my parents don't play that. They don't play all that attitude and like walking
Good.
away or disrespecting. They don't play that. So like,
Well, I love y'all speak very eloquent. I like how y'all talk, and I love it because right now, this generation
It's wild.
is wild.
It's
Really
wild.
So like for you girls to be on here and express the way you guys are expressing, man, we were excited when we got invited to this. Like we were like, man, this is where we want to be because
we ain't know nothing about it.
We
Like,
want this to grow. We know that this, like 7-on-7, I know that's like the cool thing for football, like the boys.
right.
That thing's so watered down. I coach at St. Thomas Aquinas. 7-on-7 is watered down.
Yeah.
Like it don't even translate to tackle football. Flag football is on another level. Like there's people that play football and there's people that play flag football. Not any football player can come and play flag.
Play flag.
Come on, like
It's too
Right.
different.
it's way different.
You're
Right?
right.
Like it's not even close. I don't care who sit here and tell me, yeah, it ain't no similarity. It's hard. Right.
Any of y'all
The
looking at
hardest thing to
becoming
do, I tell coach all the
an
time.
Olympian?
The
Like-
hardest thing to do in flag football is pull a flag.
It is.
And it ain't easy.
Yeah, it's
Like for somebody that come out, we get football guys. Man, I could pull a flag. He get there, he look like a clown.
Right.
I'm terrible in
Yeah.
space.
Man, you better
Oh,
make sure
man.
you get that angle.
we
Or you're gonna be
play with
looking
boys
dumb
in
on
our
the field.
school.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay.
Like our coach, he would like when the boys would get out of season, they would come to our practices. We would play with them, and like we're just running around the field because they don't know how to pull a flag. They
That's
don't-
what's up.
they
Yeah,
tryna
yeah.
tackle. You
They
know
trying
how
to tackle. They
Yeah,
hugging
it's
you,
the
doing all
game.
time. You like, man, what you?
That's even mid.
But to go
Yeah.
back to what your question was about the Olympics, see,
Is that-
I'm like where my head's in a space right now whether I'm trying to focus on flag or my major because at first I'm coming in college like nah, I'm gonna be the big dog.
Yeah.
Like I'm big dog. Like I want her spot. Like yeah, she my teammate,
Yeah.
but I want her
no
spot.
doubt. No doubt.
But then I had to realize, like, man, like, I'm majoring in nursing. Like, we in practice till like 9 o'clock.
That schedule's starting to get real.
I gotta study. Then I got 3-hour labs. I'm like,
You can do
so
it.
like, yeah, and
You
I
can do
believe
it.
in myself, and I'm gonna keep
You can do
believing
it
in
all,
myself.
though.
Yeah, like,
You can do it.
when-
I'm the king of multitasking,
yeah.
so trust
my
me.
time management, like, I had
You
to
can do
cut
it.
down on like,
Yeah.
cause my first week in college, crazy.
You gotta hit them tutors. Y'all have a tutoring center, right? Y'all have a tutoring center, like an athlete tutoring
Yeah,
center?
but
Bro, them
I'm
tutors.
bummed. Like, one thing about me, I don't play about my work. I would sit there and cry. Like, I was just telling them about my GPA. I'm like, y'all, like, it ain't never been this low. Like, I need to focus. And then, like, see, that's why we didn't go to a party school. And I feel like, okay, it don't have to, party school or not, I just feel like I was just too distracted into, like,
It's
a lot of
walking
people
into my
in
college.
campgrounds.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, like,
It's South
when
Florida.
I came in,
It's hard.
I came in
like,
college.
it's tough.
Yes,
Like, it's
I
hard
came in-
not
I
to
went
get
to FIU,
distracted.
so you ain't got to.
It's hard to get distracted.
I went
distracted.
to college with a 4.0.
You get a night
Things
off
open up
and,
at
you
1 in the
know.
morning, 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm like, and I'm at night like, oh, no, I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
You do classes in the morning, like
That's
9 a.m.
crazy,
classes?
Yes,
See,
I'm
we
like,
couldn't
I'm
do
gonna
that.
study tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Tomorrow come.
Bye.
Boom. I'm like, nah. I gotta get this together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So-
but now what we do
cry.
for that with her, we don't party no more. Like the last time you could say we party was like the beginning of the year.
Yes,
for
when I
real,
say
like-
about one thing I really like about our group at St. Thomas, but we will make sure that our
we do
work
our
is done.
work all the way to
They
practice.
Y'all
be like-
hold yourselves
they-
accountable.
Nice.
Yeah, they be
That's
like,
what's up.
y'all want to go out? Your work done? Nah, all right, let's sit in here, let's chill, vibe, talk, get our work done, then we're gonna go out.
Hey.
All right,
We'll
cool, I'm
party
messing
all the way
with that.
till 1 o'clock until we done. That's just
what's
us.
up.
Yeah, that's how it is with my teammates. We all be like, all right, this time nobody got work, nobody got nothing. Meet us all at library,
Yeah.
and we gotta go.
Knock it out.
Yeah.
I love
Because
that.
it's
That's
like,
huge.
So now my most important question: if I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity, if there was a girl that she was contemplating, man, I don't know if I should play flag, or I don't know if that's so serious.
Maybe lacrosse,
Like, man,
soccer,
what would you
basketball.
tell a young girl that's probably never played or is interested in playing how to go about it?
Follow your heart.
Yeah.
Okay,
Follow
you
your
go
heart.
first, second, third, fourth. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to get into a little bit of that, because I was that girl that, I want to
Oh,
play.
girl, I'm with
I'm
you.
with my foot out. Like,
Especially this year.
okay,
Okay.
yeah.
I just had to talk with my coach
yes.
yesterday about that.
That's like, I don't
Okay.
know. Like, I'm iffy right now. And like
Okay.
what y'all said, but I had to sit down and look myself in the mirror like, nah, you in this position for some reason. Like, I wasn't
God
in
don't make
I wasn't in
mistakes.
high school with
Amen.
first team, or I wasn't doing certain stuff to just come to college and be like, foot out, foot in. So I feel like for young girls in the generations, girl, be you and show these boys we could do it too, and we're gonna be harder doing it.
Make the commitment. Make the commitment.
Yes, I would do a
Good.
route. I would do a route, and a boy would be like,
Who told
I
you?
got so
Hey.
many
Yeah.
videos of me routing up
like
a boy, and he'd be like, "She nice." So yeah,
Good.
like so
Love
for
it.
the younger girls, I say do it, and like as we keep like exposing our sport, like these boys like. They get Blues Clues, like I'm telling you,
Yeah.
these boys be like when we just had our scrimmage against each other, boys out there at the fence watching it. Like boys will come out there and watch our whole practice. Like so, just imagine when it gets very like out there, like that's gonna be huge. So like for the
Well,
younger
y'all
youth,
local.
yeah.
We gonna come watch y'all.
Yes, for
I
the
like
younger
y'all.
youth,
We
do
y'all
it. I
local.
love
Y'all
it.
down the street from us.
We will be doing a podcast at St. Thomas
Yeah.
University. I can pretty much book that.
I
We'll
say
be there.
Okay.
With young girls, I feel like young boys and girls, I feel like at the same time, you could do any sports you want at the same time, as long as you could put your time into it. Like, multiply your time. Like, with me, I didn't know if I wanted to play basketball or football going into college. And I just followed my heart with football, but I know next year I'm going to play basketball too. Because
Good.
I know how to even my
Multitask.
time.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
So I feel like they could do anything they want and follow their heart, but don't forget that you could play more than one sport. Like, I did it a lot. So, yeah.
And what I have to say is, you guys just manage your time and follow your heart, because what you do, it all like in college. If you want to be a party person, don't play. Because,
Don't play sports.
Yeah, because you're not
Don't
gonna
play
have the time to.
No, I can say
Uh-oh.
no. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, play it. It's gonna humble you.
See, but that's
Yeah,
You gonna find out real
I'm
quick.
They're gonna
because
put you in.
it happened
They're
to
gonna put stuff in
me.
perspective.
No,
back to
yes,
the same
like,
thing. You
I'm
gotta
like,
discipline
exactly.
yourself.
Yeah,
You gotta
that's why
if you
I
don't-
say it disciplines you.
if
like,
you don't
I
have
got
discipline-
humbled.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got
It
humbled,
humbles
y'all.
you.
Like
Yeah.
I y'all, I got humbled.
Yeah.
Like,
I love it. You ain't gotta say why. You ain't gotta
get
humble.
baptized in fire. Like you
I
figure
had
it
a
out.
biology test on a Thursday, Wednesday, partying with the flag team all night. When I get home, falling asleep on my paper. Now I gotta study. Went
You
to
put
class
yourself
the
in that
next day,
situation.
35, crying.
Damn.
My friend looking, my teammate, what you crying for? I failed.
Yes, Serenity.
She said,
don't care.
yeah,
She
what you
don't tell
crying for? I said, because I failed. You did it to yourself. You right, I did. It humbled me
Yeah.
so much. Class at 9 o'clock early for my teacher.
You in the front.
I'm trying to tell you in the second
Yeah.
seat. Because
Yeah.
one thing at our school, my coach be like, no, it's no sitting in the back.
Yeah.
All my athletes in the first and the second row, we're not sitting in the back.
And we all mostly stand in the front, first row.
Yes.
Cool.
Like,
And
yeah,
if
it
you're not in
humbled
that first row when you walk past that door, you wasn't in class. You could be in the last row. You could be in the third row. You're
But
not
you're
in
not.
those first two rows.
You're not
You
considered in
wasn't
class. Yeah.
You would, because why weren't you in those first two rows? Why did you let somebody else take that row? You should have been in class. You should have been there.
Fair, respectable.
I like it. And you guys
I
got
would-
infectious energy, man. We love to
love
see
it,
it.
man.
We love to see it. I'm
I would
excited for
just-
the youth to see this. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just say follow your heart. I mean, I went through a bunch of stuff. I had ankle surgery. I had nose surgery right before I was getting recruited. So I really thought, like, dang, I'm not good enough to play. My trainer, Coach Junior, I would go to him and just cry. I'm like, I'm not good enough. Why am I even doing this? I'm like, what do these coaches see that I'm not seeing? And coming from a soccer background, I come from a Hispanic background. So everything is soccer, soccer, soccer. There's no football for us.
Yeah.
So this is new to me. This is new to them. I had, my parents would support me, but for moral support.
Moral support,
They couldn't really.
They didn't know. They didn't know either.
Even if they wanted to, it's like they couldn't. And then
When
my
you're done, I want to add something.
Okay. My dad, he don't speak English, so it's like, there really was
Yeah.
nothing. So I just really, didn't think I was good enough. And if I was, able to play flag, just rush her, because I couldn't do nothing. I'm thinking, I just rush to the quarterback and pull her flag. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
Then Coach Junior, he spoke to me, words, and that's really what motivated me. Even yesterday, I'm still in that phase where I'm doubting myself, but I'm I made my parents move me from Florida all the way to Kentucky. We drove the 17 hours just for me to turn around and be like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm not going to do
I
this.
quit.
Once you make that
Right?
commitment, it's hard
And
to
we're
go back.
paying double
Yeah.
tuition because, I'm out of state
Yeah.
student. So I'm like, it's not fair
Tighten
to
up.
them. Yeah, I'm
Tighten
like,
up.
this is not who you are.
Tighten up. Get it right.
We
Tighten
all
up.
have those moments.
Yeah,
If
we
my
do.
Growing
coaches
up.
saw me, they'd be like, this is not the Cessia what happened to you?
Okay.
So I'm just saying, really follow your heart. God give his toughest battles to, his people that he knows they can handle it,
Yep.
He's never going to put you in a
Amen to that.
situation that you can't do, and never put a no in your head. Because once you put that no, now you're not going to do it because you told yourself you can't do it. You can always do something. Maybe not like the other person, but that's fine because you're not the other
You're not
person.
the other person.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to me. I would compare myself to people that have been playing for years. I used to compare myself to I'd be like, damn, she's so good. Damn, her uncle was in NFL, this, that, da, da, da. And I'm like, I can't get like her. But I have to remember, this is about to be my second
Your
year.
journey.
Yeah, I'm
comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah, wait,
I'm
let me
I'm
add my
killing my own
two-piece.
blessings.
Wait, let me add my 2-piece. I had to realize never compare yourself because, I could be stronger than her as probably a linebacker. She's way faster than me as a rusher.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, she the only rusher that really got to me.
I'm telling you, and I rushed, I done did
Different
a lot.
skill set.
So don't never
Yeah.
because everybody be like,
Don't compare your skill
Mila
set to
this,
someone
Mila
else's.
that. Nah, baby, if you put me at a safety or as a corner,
We in trouble.
and we
We in trouble. We getting blurred out here.
Yeah, that's blur town for me. As a linebacker,
I hear you.
I'm
I
hard.
hear
I'm
you.
stopping everything in my position. But you put me at something else. Baby, it's no Marshall with me no
Yeah.
more. That's your town.
Yeah.
We on an island. But to go back to a little bit on the younger youth, do not think this is a boys' sport. It's too boyish or I'm gonna get hit this and that.
Yeah.
Y'all, when I say
But you gotta
If you
be
see
good.
my mouthpiece,
Build
bedazzle.
Any
My
sport.
teeth pencil,
That's
bedazzle.
cool.
I be
Oh,
wearing
girl,
little
my-
ruffle socks,
Yeah.
buddy. I be wearing
wear
ruffle
church
socks.
socks.
Y'all got
I
some
be
flair.
wearing
Y'all
ruffle
got some
socks.
flair. Little
I'm
some
so
swag.
Got some
girly with my
swag out
style.
here.
Yes. So don't everything. Oh, it's just two boys. Or I gotta wear this. You put your own little pieces together and
Yeah.
show them.
Girl, you see me
like,
outside,
you know,
I'm gonna have them hot pink gloves, them hot pink
Thank
cleats,
you.
that hot pink
Yes.
headband.
And that's what, and listen,
We're
what y'all
just
saying right now, that's
girls.
what these girls want to hear. Like, they
Yes.
think like
wear your
automatically. Like,
lashes. Wear
That's
your
what's up.
hair. Be cute. Show them.
You
this,
can wear
like,
that
this
wig.
Is us.
you can be
Yes.
cute and still ball.
Yes,
And be a ball.
ball and be
I'm
the
with it.
baller you can.
I'm
like,
with it.
yes.
Love that.
And then to add a little bit more, not only that, we're sisters here. We're family because we're all working hard.
It's a community.
We're all working hard because we don't get it as easy as the boys. The boys go, y'all are getting NIL deals. We have to work for that. As a flag athlete, we don't get all that.
That's what's up.
And we want to build our community to get that.
Heck
So
yeah.
we're all working.
Well, we're here to build y'all.
I ain't getting no
help y'all.
NIL when I play. Just,
Yeah,
just
we
for the record, I ain't getting-
we here to help
for
y'all
me.
build y'all community. That's honestly, when we got the opportunity and we heard that this was happening, this is why we came. We were like, man, we got to get the girls
Yeah.
their flower. We got to show them love. Like I
And
know
to see
I
that
know
you guys
this
all
is
go to
tough.
different places, but the community is
Man,
yeah,
y'all
I
show
love
very
love
strong.
for y'all
Like,
stuff,
it's
man.
real, man.
So we this not gonna be our first nor our last. We gonna keep in contact with
That's
y'all, man.
good.
We
For
wanna
sure.
keep it going, and we wanna use you guys as the tone setters. Like y'all making it cool. Y'all like family. Look at
Yeah,
y'all
no,
talking
these
like
girls,
y'all
yeah.
hanging out every day. Y'all look like y'all sound like y'all play at the same school. All of y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
That's
football,
cool.
football is a fraternity.
That's what it does.
And that's what you guys are finding
That's
out.
what y'all gonna
That-
do.
You guys got this for life, for real.
Yeah,
Like, that's what it's all
We're
about.
all girls.
Us
Like,
as girls, we all got to work together.
and what I
That's what's
love
up.
about us, like us, our little friend group, like when I played them in high school, we were laughing before game. When we got on the field, it was
It's
serious.
business.
It was business.
Like-
Oh, yeah.
And
Like-
after game, we didn't talk a lot of trash to each other. It's stuff that I'd be like, girl, what you just say to me? Like, if it was a record, what you just say to me? What you want to do? But like, I love that. Like, Buddy be like, all right, I'm finna bonk. Like, they just had me and Buddy guarding each other.
Yeah, so I
and
turn, I'm gonna go this way.
she
Cool.
did like,
I really go
it
that
was
way, but it's
corny. Like, I'm
That's
like,
cool.
man, like, okay. But
That's
now
what's
I
up.
like the competition is so crazy and like us with the lingo, blur.
Yeah, I like it. I'm in. I'm with it.
Yes.
That's when any team, I'm a troll. That's
Yes,
just
if
me.
you have
Yeah,
good
talk your
sportsmanship, yes.
talk
yeah,
it.
talk that.
No,
During the
we
game?
I definitely do. Let me tell you something.
We gonna
Yes, I
talk.
do.
Good.
We
I
gonna
love it.
talk during the game. After that game, we gonna shake hands and we gonna tell each
Sportsmanship.
other, good job.
Yeah.
It's all
If
good.
You play good, I play good, and the
I
outcome
got
was the
good
outcome.
sportsmanship, I think, because like a lot of people been trying to fight me, and I just look at them like, you good? Like,
A lot of
I really
people
would
trying
look
to
at you
fight
and
me.
ask you, is you good?
That's a good question. Any fist fights at practice? Because I mean,
Yeah,
football
you
is
know,
part of the
No,
game.
Oh,
Like,
we'll get in trouble.
I got pushed like
Too much in
good
trouble?
time by two people.
yeah.
So what I was just telling those girls over there, I'm like, in college, there's no, like I had to realize that is a big dog sport.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
yeah, we girls, and yeah, when the boys go in college, they're freshmen, they get tried, but it's the same thing with a
Oh,
girl.
yeah.
But it's
You
just
can't
more
be
because
soft.
attitude, you can't be soft. I
Got
went
that thick skin out here.
this is my like therapist, low key. This is my therapist.
You got a therapist on yours.
My first 3 months, buddy, they trying me. Buddy, this and the third. Buddy, it's always me complaining. Oh, I'm getting pushed. Oh, this and the third. Oh, my mom looking at me like,
Tighten
you
up.
coming home talk about you
Man,
getting pushed.
tighten up. Get it
I'm
right,
like,
man. Get it
you know what?
together.
You right.
Telling
Get
her,
on that
I be
line.
like,
Get on
you
that
know how many
line.
times I got tackled with a crushed ribs, and you know how many times I got pushed by a person that just mad. You just gotta understand they mad at the
That's-
moment.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
like,
Not even that. You just gotta be stronger. Like once
gotta be strong.
once you knock them off, they like if they going for like say a slant, you knock them off their slant a little bit. Like it's like you just gotta be strong.
Reroute.
You're rerouting
Rerouting,
them.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
even. There's
yeah.
like really
I like
no
them,
fights.
man. I like this group,
if you
man.
got that dog in you and you know who you are personally, I feel like your mental it won't let her knock you
Yeah.
off your mental.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
know
I'm that
yourself.
dog too, boo.
Right?
What's up?
Yeah.
I love that,
So
man.
like
They
the
sound like
upper
some
fr-
ballers,
like-
coach.
Yeah.
No,
Some
but see,
regular
like,
ballers.
So we all sisters and stuff. So it's like, at least for my team, like you'll hear us at practice. We're talking straight trash, like we hate each other. But that motivates us. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
how we are as a team.
Yeah.
I know that if like my teammate, like my roommate is my teammate, right?
That's what's up.
And if she pushes me at practice, that's cool. That's letting me know I gotta fix this, so you don't do that to me next.
Right.
But,
Now,
but we
now
go
they're
back
like,
to our
whoa.
room and we're
You got-
besties talking about, oh, girl, what you
Yeah,
did
what you
today?
did today,
What
yeah.
color nails
Yeah.
you getting
I was
today?
the type that got lazy. Like I needed somebody like that was riding with me and pushing me every
Nah,
day
this my dog
to
here.
be my
Like,
best, you know?
if I'm on that line and she see my feet placement, or if I'm like, if a ball,
she
if
makes
the
me
ball,
mad, bro.
she be like, come here. No, y'all shouldn't even talk to me. She be like, come here. She be like, give me 5. I be like, what? Give me 5. She don't even
Don't even
explain
tell
yet.
you why.
Don't even
Give
tell
me
you why.
You just, pay your
Yeah.
debt and
You should
move
know
on.
When you give me 5 and you get up, then me and you talk. And she be like,
Oh, I
Milo,
like
you
that.
could have caught that. Or like,
Sounds like a
you-
future coach over there.
No, I
that.
love her.
Yeah.
She be like,
Future
bro, like, come on with your route. Like, you look lazy, or like you didn't run fast enough, or
Yes.
you didn't, your ankle.
Like,
or,
I remember one day she came to practice mad one time, or like she was
Don't be telling my
sad.
business.
I'm not telling you talking.
Damn.
I'm not saying like what you mad about, but
I
I'm just
know.
saying like she was mad and sad one time, and I was like, Milo, what do you love to do? And she was like, I like to play football, cause like she was getting me mad, cause like she was making her emotions go with the route, like
Get the best
so
of
she
her.
was sad. She was just draw the ball, don't care. I'm like,
So
that's
that
not
goes
what you're
back
here
to what I
for.
was, yeah.
Like
She be
play your
getting in it,
sport.
like, cause like I would let my emotions affect my day.
I feel like when you mad, that should make you turn into a beast. Like no matter what. Like when I get injured, I want to stay on the field because like that's just me. I'm a beast. So like that little hurt stuff. Like see me on the sideline, I'm gonna be mad. I bet y'all look at me and I'm hurt. I'm gonna be mad because I'm like I'm okay. Like
No, yeah, but to go like I don't think like for the
so I felt like her. If I'm injured and I could play, your feelings should not make you go
Not
out.
one of yeah.
yeah, cause I'm like
That's
I
your
was
feelings.
so in my emotions, like I didn't know how to like balance like on being emotional. Like you can't be a football player and be so
Yeah.
emotional.
No.
You
They don't-
can't
they don't-
do
they don't
that.
have
So
room.
I
I
work
compare
like
my
that, yeah.
injuries to her feelings. I said, Milo, I be having a hurt ankle and I still be out here balling. So you gonna make your heart
There's
break
difference
you?
between hurt and injured.
Yeah.
Y'all
Can
give
figure
you the
that out.
FYI. I went through a heartbreak, so I was at practice just.
Oh, so now she put herself out
She
there.
put herself out there, dog.
I was dropping all the balls.
Camera now.
But not only that, the school they're at, y'all can't do that because it's hard. Y'all are fighting for y'all spot. Y'all have
Yeah.
a lot of players on y'all team.
But let me tell you something. I'm that dog, and must believe
Exactly.
when she said that, I straightened up and was catching every
Exactly.
ball.
It's not easy.
You gotta
Ain't
straighten
no
up
girl
with
ain't
that
gonna
one.
just. I'm telling y'all,
I'm not gonna lie,
like,
that's
we
not
be
easy with your
competing. We be
emotions.
competing.
It's not easy to transition. You growing up. It's a
Yeah.
process,
Yeah.
and that process never ends. So we want to thank you guys so much for
No,
coming on.
thank
We
you.
love the energy. We love your stories, and we love that the
Oh, wait,
audience is
one
going to be able to
thing.
connect with that.
I want to tell the boys and girls, the young ones, don't forget that it's always somebody watching y'all. Like I had to realize that too. Like somebody always watching. Don't forget that.
There you go.
Definitely.
No, I agree. Okay, thank y'all.
Appreciate
I
y'all.
appreciate y'all,
Yeah,
man.
good meeting you.
Yep.
Clap it up, yeah.
Bye.
All right, so from Blanche Ely High School, Titi, native of South Florida, and we hear that you are the first female flag football player with an NIL deal. So you know we had to come talk to you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Tariah McFadden, class of 2026. I play basketball, I play flag football, and I am the first girl to receive an NIL deal as a junior in high school.
I want to clap it up.
Yeah, we gotta clap that one up.
We need that. That's a round of applause. That's history right there.
Well, that's a so now that's something that's never been done, right? And you're the first to do it. How does that make you feel? And what is it that you can tell other girls that are doing what you're doing, how to not maybe just achieve that, but what is something that you know that is gonna better them and help them actually get to where they want to go?
Well, the first question is, what I'll tell somebody is just be yourself. You know, like it's only gonna get better. So like, if you feel like you're not like doing enough right now, just put in extra work and do things when nobody's watching, because everyone can be the best person they can be when everybody's watching. But how are you when nobody's watching? Like, what are you doing outside of your sport? What are you doing outside of when it's nighttime, or what are you doing at 6 o'clock in the morning, stuff like that. So just be yourself. And I mean, this feeling is still new.
Yeah,
And it's like,
of course.
I'm so big on like doing it for other people. So it's like I didn't do it for me. I didn't get when I got the NIL deal. I'm like, okay, now others can look up to me. Now I could be able to help out somebody else and stuff like that. So me getting the NIL deal was bigger than me. So yeah.
Good.
How do you think you can reach back to kind of help the next girl get theirs? How do you see your role in that?
I can definitely be a big help because I'm all about the next person and the next generations and stuff like that. So me just getting the NIL deal was just a plus for me helping out somebody else, because that's what I'm all about. Like, I love helping out everybody and stuff like that. So now I can, have a little more authority to be able to help somebody else out. So, anybody can come to me and stuff like that, and I'll always be a help because I know how it feels to not have. So it's like, just being able to have that, or being able to be like, okay, I'm self-motivated and stuff like that. It's like, okay, now everyone looking up to me. So now it's just like, I can help out somebody else, and it'll be genuine now. So they won't think I'm just doing it and I don't have a title. So now that I have a little more of, of a boost, right? Yeah. Now it's like, okay, I can look up to her. Now she's somebody who can help me, and I'll be there to help, basically. Like,
that's awesome. It's fun because I love, like, first of all, you speak well, eloquently, and that's a big part of, your success and growing, because it's not just being a good athlete. If it was like that, everybody would have an NIL deal.
Most definitely.
So you put in a lot more other things into your game, away from football, right?
Right.
So that's good. So, like, what are the things that, because some girls might think that, oh, she's just a football player, that's all she does, or she's just an athlete. What other things you do away from, like, just not playing sports, like something fun, like something that you say, I like doing this too?
I also play basketball. I play varsity. I was also the first girl to ever play varsity as a 7th grader.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been, making history. I was the first girl to play tackle football and win the Super Bowl. I was the first girl to make 15 tackles in an All-Star game. First girl to be in Brock versus Dade. So, I've been making history.
Breaking records.
Right.
She's been making history.
This is what you do.
Right, but, I never got time to sit down and think about, like, what I've done. I've always got told what I've done and, oh, my God, I'm proud of you. But I never sat down and actually been like, I did this and it means this much. So, because I'm still a kid. So
you're in it.
Yeah.
I'm still like, hey, like, I still got to wake up another day and go on a basketball court or a football court. Right.
Gotta go
So, yeah, it's just like, it's just normal. It's like, yeah.
So with success comes, people celebrating you, but also comes with people hating on you.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm sure that has happened. What does that feel like? How have you handled that?
I love them.
Okay.
So if someone is hating on you, you just gotta love them. Like, you gotta love them from a distance. No, like, everyone is not always gonna be happy for you, and I've learned that, and I've actually gone through that throughout my little success that I have.
Your journey.
Yeah.
Right. So, I've had a lot of people who was, jealous and stuff like that, but it's like, like, I look at it like, okay, they still care because you're still watching and you're still there. So why not give them something to look up to still? Because they might be like, oh, she got this and I'm better. So now I give you a little more leeway to go, grind a little harder and do this and that, a third. So it's not, I don't look at it in a bad way. I just love them from a distance. So I don't really.
God gave you a gift.
Right.
On and off the field. You know, and it's a blessing that you're in the position you're in, and such a growing sport. Flag football, girls flag football is growing rapidly. And we were so happy to be a part of it, just because, we were like, man, like, finally the girls are getting their flowers. Like, because we were just talking about this before. Every sport has a boy and a girl, like boys soccer, girls soccer.
Yeah.
This is probably the only sport that didn't have
the other side of the coin.
The other side of the coin, which is girls football, flag football. So it's cool that we're here and we see this. So this is a good thing for us as well, because we get to see, like, how much you guys work. And I always tell him, I'm like, listen, girls flag is tough. Like, the girls are tougher. They're built different. Y'all you're coachable. And I've been coaching high school football, for 23 years, and y'all tougher. I'm taking y'all any day, just because, one, you're coachable, and you guys want it more, and maybe you guys have something to prove. You guys got a chip on your shoulder, and I love that. Like, and I just love, like, your energy. Like, you came here and like, I got this. I'm good. Like, I'm ready, and it's impressive. It's impressive to see someone so young as you and taking on such a big leadership role, because this is a big leadership role, because people are looking up to you in so many other ways. Like, wow, like, look what she's accomplishing. Like, what is she doing? Like, and then, like Coach said, it's a lot of goods and bads. I'm sure that some people are not happy, or probably don't even think you deserve what you're getting. But
it's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. So how you handle the pressure side? Like what do you do? Like how's your support
process
cast?
for
Like, what's your
adversity?
support cast like?
It's not always good times.
Right. I mean, I don't really look at it as pressure. I look at it like it comes with it. So,
Okay.
I mean, I still got to get up every day. I still got to do the same thing somebody else do times 2. So I don't look at it as, oh my God, I'm like I have a lot of stress on me, or oh my God, this is new. So it's like becoming a lot. I just look at it like, okay, I wanted this. I prayed for this. So it's times where I was, at home, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning praying, like asking God, hey, can you help me out? Can you lead it? Can you open the door for me so I can walk through it? And he knocked down a whole new.
That's what he does.
A whole
That's
new
what he
world.
does.
Right.
So you're driven by faith. That's what you're telling
Literally.
me. I love it.
So it's always been me and him, and I have a support system behind me. It's not big, but I have one, and
it's big because some people don't have it.
Right.
And you have it. So
right.
that's good.
So the few people that I do have, I really appreciate them, because without them I wouldn't be here. Like so yeah. But I don't really look at it as pressure. I look at it like, okay, it comes with this. I asked for this. I prayed for this. So I don't really see it as pressure. So yeah.
I love that. That's a great answer. That's a great answer. Using your faith as a tool.
Right.
As a tool to deal with that stuff. So how did this relationship with ScoutSmart, how did this dynamic, I'm a business guy, so how does the business come into play?
Through love. She picked me. So it wasn't
I love it.
Hey, I'm looking for it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm looking for these NIL deals and stuff like that. No, I knew a lot about it because I was on the football side. I was on the tackle football side of it and stuff like that. So I knew about it. I knew about all the 5 stars and stuff like that when it came down to boys. So me just being inside of football life, it was just like, I'm here just because I want to be here and I love the game. So for her to come and choose me, it was like, okay, like she has to be somebody important. So then when I sat down and talked with her, and she just made me feel at home. So it was like, where else would I be if I wasn't, what else brand would I want to represent? If it's not loving, if it's not genuine. So when I was able to sit down and talk with her, she just made me feel like, I was already a part of her family. She didn't even really, get to know me and stuff like that. Yeah. And it was just love. And it was just a connection that clicked. And I was like, hey, this is my family. This is where I want to be. And ever since then, it's just been great. Like even today, like with the little things that we did, it was just like, it was fun. We were laughing throughout it. We were, learning throughout each other. So it was all just meant to happen. God put us there for a reason.
You don't make no mistakes.
He never
you weren't
does.
a mistake. You were a blessing, and you're changing. You're going to change a lot of lives. I say this all the time. You're going to allow this thing to grow.
Right.
And that's the whole concept. You want to be bigger in a sense where you're not bigger than football itself, but you're a good presence and a good community leader, and you can build football is based on fraternities. That's how football is.
Brotherhood, sisterhood.
Right.
You're doing that, and that's big. You see, that's big. She's laughing because that's what it is.
Right.
And I'm happy and I'm proud to be here, just because. Not only because you're the first, it's just how you carry yourself.
Right.
And what you're doing right now. It just speaks a lot of volumes, and you don't even have to talk that much. Just your presence was good. And I'm a big aura guy, like big energy guy. And I'm sure from when we sat before we even got on and the camera came, she was like, oh, she's amazing. So she thinks highly of you,
right.
So it just shows like what you do, just being yourself.
Right.
And that's the first thing you said. I just be yourself.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
But to figure that out at such a young age is great. And, we don't want someone representing the ScoutSmart brand that I didn't meet and feel really good about. So I came down to South Florida and I told Coach Antoine, he kind of helped make that connection. And I said, I've got to meet her first. And as soon as I met her, I knew she was the right person.
She was the one, huh?
For this NIL deal. And she's done a great job. And she has smart questions, too, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't just do what I tell her to. She has ideas and asks questions, and that's...
She's not a robot.
She's
asking, she's curious, and that's not very common.
It's not at this age.
At this age
Right.
and this generation, that's not very common. Like so,
Right.
what you're doing, like I'm telling you, like you're impressing adults,
Right.
Like people that can be your mom, your dad's, like you're impressing like full adults, and just because of your presence and whoever has been taking care of you and been there for you has done a phenomenal job.
You say you have a limited support structure. Where did this come from? Where did the presence, the confidence, the aura come from?
Well, shout out to my mom and my dad and I have 3 siblings, so shout out to them too.
Yeah.
Shout out to the person who helps me behind closed doors when nobody else is there. I want to give a big shout out to her, and just
You can say the name if you want. You can say
her name's Kenzaria.
Yeah,
shout out to her.
You can shout. You can do it. It's all right.
Yeah.
Do your thing. Like you give the people that you think deserve the flowers. Give it to them.
Right. I want to thank all of them because without them, it couldn't have been done, and not because I wasn't capable of doing it, but because it took. Nothing happens overnight, so everything took days and months and years and stuff like that. So just to be able to grow up and already have that confidence as like I want to do it, because I know the gift that God gave me. So I'm just walking through the doors that He's opening up. So again, He's led me to where I'm at now. But you know, He put people in my life because He couldn't physically be here to help me out too. So I really appreciate them, and without them, it couldn't have been done.
That's awesome. 1,000%.
So when you ran into Titi, like, what was your first impression?
Well, you talked about energy. I just loved her energy and the fact that she was, and before I knew it, she was like taking our wristbands and posting them on Instagram at the first meeting. I was like,
I got this.
Doing the job.
You already knew what being an NIL ambassador was, right? But I liked her football experience, and I liked the fact, you know, Antoine's like, I had to convince her. She was playing tackle. I had to convince her to play flag.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I'll say this too, guys. She has a high GPA.
Wow.
And it does
Well, we were
matter.
going to get to that, but I'm glad she did.
Yeah. In
Got that
life,
feeling.
in school, next level, it's going to matter, and that impressed me as well.
Right.
Good.
So there's a lot of positive, but something put it on me. God put it on me to let you know that like the devil is real,
Yes,
and
of course.
he's clearly building you for something incredible.
Right.
To be, as you self-admitted, the shining light for everybody else to follow. And when God selects you for those type of missions, the devil will come after you with everything that he has.
Yeah, he's been here a couple times.
Okay. All right.
He's
I
always
just wanted to
knocking.
check in.
He's
I need
always
to make sure
knocking.
that he's ready for that because it comes over and over again.
Right, and with that statement that you just mentioned, he's been here. You know, he's wherever God is, he's there because he wants to destroy. So I've been for a young person. I've been through it was just them two fighting against each other. So I've been through a lot of that stuff at a young age, and I'm glad that I have. Like I wouldn't want to relive my life because. Like the devil is here to, destroy, but also God is here to rebuild. So as he's destroying me and he's taking away people in my life that I thought that was, this, that, and the third, it was just like, I'm like, okay, well, where do I go? And, the only place you can go is to God. So I've been through a lot of that stuff, and I thank God, and I thank him too, because he's broken me down for God to be able to build me back up. Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. So, ScoutSmart.
Yeah.
How did you come about it? Where did it originate from? Was it one day you're like, this is what I want to do?
Yeah, I know. I don't exactly look like somebody that coached football, right?
No, that don't matter.
You look like you might be a football
That don't
wife.
matter.
You might be a football mom.
We ain't gonna do it. You might have been around football all your life.
I have been around football
You
all my
see?
life.
So you
I
have.
grew up in Georgia, so
Come on.
it's
There
like,
you go.
Football city.
It's in your blood.
Yeah,
it's
it's in
God
your blood.
family football.
Yes,
Yes.
So,
Yes.
just got to get your priorities straight. But I spent quite a bit of time in Florida. I'm in Atlanta now. ScoutSmart is based in Atlanta, but I lived in Miami and Tampa for a while. And while I was in Miami, I did an MBA at the U. And I actually had the idea more than 20 years ago in a class on entrepreneurship at the U to start this. It was initially to predict the opponent's strategy. I'm a nerd. I was working for IBM at the time.
Okay.
And so I was like, what if we could take data and predict the opponent's strategy? Well, it morphed over the years and became a recruiting analytics platform as I talked to college coaches. So we've been working on the tackle side for several years now. We have about 50,000 tackle recruits in our database. Okay. We work with the Florida 7-on-7 Association as their recruiting partner on the tackle side, and they came to me last year and said, we have all these girls in Florida that play flag football. Would you consider being our recruiting partner for flag as well? And I said, well, let me research the market. And when I saw how fast flag is taking off and growing, and we could do it without making huge changes to our database, we're like, why not? And so we're so excited. We're really that first recruiting platform for flag football players.
Yeah,
and so it's a very exciting time for us.
That's huge.
Awesome. That's awesome. So, so now that's up and running, where do you see the company from the flag part, in the next 5 years? Where do you feel that? Because obviously,
rivals the model.
Obviously,
you're trying to mimic.
this is going to grow. Flag football is going to expand. I think it's going to be huge. And being from a tackle program and and been coaching for 23 years, I tell people 7-on-7, like boys 7-on-7, it's kind of washed up a little bit. Like it's not very realistic. I hate it, but you know, people are gonna drive me.
So many events. You show up. You don't know who's running it.
I've coached it. I've done it. We've had our own. It's fine.
I've played in it.
Yeah.
DEF CON.
Yeah. See, I just see that 7-on-7 flag is just, it takes a skill set. It's not easy. Like the hardest thing to do in flag football is pull a flag. You see, I tell him all this time. I'm like,
that's the third time this podcast. I'm finding that out.
Yeah, it's the
I might have to go
hardest
try
thing.
to pull a flag.
Yes, it's the hardest thing. So, like, where do you see flag football at?
It's just going to continue to grow. You know, we want to make sure we have all the high schools in the country that are playing flag football. And so about 6 months ago, we made sure we had all of those high schools in our database. We went and checked a couple weeks ago. We almost doubled the number of high schools in the country that we added through Max Preps. You know, we go out to Max Preps and see who is now playing flag
since
football.
last year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's just, yeah. So I think to see it continuing to grow. Now, from a technology point of view, we're doing some cool things like we're integrating artificial intelligence into the video analysis of the flag players. Because the flag players don't quite have a huddle or a video platform.
Yeah, that's not there.
Right? Yeah. So we're looking to provide that aspect of the recruiting as well. We really want to own the market for recruit. I mean, we want to win too, right? You know, if you're in sports, you want to win.
You want to win.
We want to win the flag recruiting market.
That's
awesome. That's awesome. You're positioned to do it. I don't see anybody else out here.
I don't either.
No, and unfortunately, some people are not going to like what I'm going to say now. They're going to hate this. But I don't think a lot of them deserve to be in the position that you're in just because they don't have the best interest in the kids.
That's facts.
And that is what we detest. Like our podcast is, in essence, it's about youth, the youth sports. And sometimes we're going to have uncomfortable conversations of how bad youth sports is. You know, and it's not just South Florida, it's everywhere. Yeah. So for us, that's a big deal. Like I want to make sure. Like I want to make sure. Like so. Like even when we affiliate ourselves with people, we're like, you know, like first, are they faith driven?
Yeah.
Because we don't want to affiliate ourselves with people that are not faith driven.
I'm a member of the Faith Driven Entrepreneur Group. I don't know if you've ever heard of that FDE, but yeah. And so it's kind of just fortuitous that you and I met, but I'm a faith-driven entrepreneur. And also when I started the company, I didn't realize that I wanted to help the college coaches, but I didn't realize I ended up having a heart for the kids that played the game and how hard the recruiting process is on both sides, tackle and flag.
There's still so much misinformation out there.
There's so much,
so
and
lost.
It's changing, and these kids just, it's really hard for them to be successful unless they've got really good guidance through it. So,
and there's not much of that. Unfortunately.
There's not much of that. So it is always free for a recruit to be in our database. We do not charge the recruits. We sell to the college coaches.
Correct.
They pay for it.
Awesome.
Yes. The ones that couldn't afford it.
Well, I'm hoping they all can find a way to afford it, but yes, but the kids are free.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay.
That's great.
So that's the long-term model is to charge the schools?
Yes, the colleges. That is correct, or the scouts, not the kids.
Not awesome. The kids. Okay. So now, do you see yourself having more NIL deals with athletes?
Just the first of many, or do we have a plan for that moving forward?
Yeah, we definitely believe it's a good path for us. It's a good way for us to reach out and get these, like, Titi was at our tent today making sure all these girls signed up for their ScoutSmart profile, right? So as long as, I mean, it's got to be a good business decision. You guys understand that too,
It's not
right?
just handing it over.
It's not just saying, oh, let's do an NIL deal. It's saying
they have to fit the bill.
That is correct. Fit the right person. Give them the right role. They're going to be an ambassador, and they have to help us meet our goals, or we won't be here.
Correct.
1,000%.
So it's all of those things. But we've done several NIL deals. We've done some on the tackle side too. To really help us grow or get into a new area. Yeah,
because we come from an era, well, at least I come from an era because I'm much older than him, but that didn't exist. You know?
No.
And it was illegal to
I
pay.
watched highlight tapes on
It's
VHS.
illegal to pay players
I
now.
am from a little bit of that generation, just for the record, okay? I'm not that young.
But it was illegal. So now to see this change, and for us, it was like, from a coaching standpoint, it was difficult. I'd be like, man, like, how do we handle this? Like, we weren't even taught anything. It was just, here you go, guys, you're getting paid now. And it's like, okay, so, like, where does this come from?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a big change for, I think, everyone involved in the process.
Correct.
Right. And so, but I think you can embrace it and try to do it right, or you can be fearful of it. And what we try to do is make good business decisions and use it effectively.
Yeah. And it's always most definitely the best interest of the athlete.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If the athlete is not benefiting it, then you don't benefit from
Correct.
it. So it comes hand in hand. You guys have to work together. Like
Yeah.
so.
There's so
great.
few companies in the private sector that are not just looking after their bottom line and not just looking after their growth, but like, looking after a kid. And
Yeah.
we see the corruption at every type of level, from parents to coaches to corporations.
Yeah.
So, part of what we're doing this podcast for is to give a platform to people like you, and then to sit here and listen.
Right.
Because we do feel like we're a good judge of that aura, of that energy. And if it's not coming from the right place, if it's not, faith-driven, or even if it's not purely our faith, you don't have to align exactly with what we're doing.
but
the
yes,
people that are aligned.
from the heart, not
Correct.
just from
Correct.
the bottom line.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
And hearing you lead with that as your strategy, I think is what's going to be the differentiator when it comes to, competitors are going to come to a marketplace.
Yep.
Once you generate success and you prove a model,
Everybody's
competition
gonna
will
jump
show
in.
up.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if
I lose sleep over it, so I hear you.
You should.
if
you're
you're
right.
building that foundation the right
you gotta
way,
trust, right? You got to trust that you
trust
in your
God,
strategy
trust
and
that
in
you're
God.
doing it for
Yeah.
the right reasons,
Yeah.
and you are. It shows. You can just tell. We've dealt with something that's like, we're not putting this person on the show. We don't even want to get close to them.
even doing an interview and like, we're not platforming that.
Well, I love that you guys are doing this because sometimes I feel like the bad actors are the ones that get more attention and recognition,
Yes.
and it does bother me, right?
It
So
bothers
I
us.
Yeah,
That's why we're doing
I
this.
It
love
bothers
what you're
us.
doing.
why we're
Yeah,
doing
this
that.
is why
I
we
applaud
do it.
you.
We want to be
Yeah.
able to educate parents, kids. Like even when we had the college girls here, we love it because they're talking about what they're going through, and a lot
Yeah.
of people just don't know how hard it is to even play at the college level, any sport.
Right.
Yes.
So just for them to tell us their success, their downs, their ups, their downs, it was amazing. So just to be a part of this, and then with Antoine telling us about you and ScoutSmart, we were like, man, like he called me right away. It was right after our first episode. He called me right. He was like, hey, would you be interested? I'm like, let me know a little bit more about it. And then I did my research on you, and then I did some of my research.
called
on
me, and
I
I'm like,
called. I was like, you know what?
yes.
I think this is gonna fit for us, and like what we're trying to send the message, the proper message, and that's what we're about. Like we're like we're not here to ask you how much money you have. We ain't. Listen, we want to know about how are you gonna transpire and change other girls like you and younger than you, and like
Right.
how is this gonna grow, and like what's your thought process by it?
Right.
And it was like, okay, and then in my head I'm like, she's young, so like I have to make sure that I'm asking the right question to a young girl, and then
No, she's very mature.
She can clearly
yeah,
handle
you
it.
clearly can handle it.
Right.
So
The question that I asked walking in today was like, who is that
Yes.
first name going to be? Right? We just see Caitlin Clark in the WNBA really break through nationally and become that name. Like, is that going to be you? All right?
I mean, that's the goal, but it's all through,
Yes.
it's all. And then I looked, and then I was piggyback off of what you said when you were like, some people like, the faker. Well, what she said, the fakers always get the most attention, and I just feel like as a like a foundation of what we're trying to build in the sports, in the sports world, it's just like you rather go sign someone that has all of this on the outside, but in the end, on inside they're not.
They're
The
fake.
work ethic is not there and stuff like that.
Yep.
And then girls in general, like we don't get enough recognition for nothing that we do. Like we
very true.
like we
Very
literally
true.
like even with her, like she signed the first girl as a flag, and she's not getting enough recognition because it's like
Definitely.
she signed a girl, but we're so focused on the girl, but it's not just about me, you know what I'm saying? And that's
It's
what
the
I was,
growth.
right, it's
That-
the growth.
yeah.
And I just feel like us as girls, we should have more attention. We should have stars, 5 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars.
You should have the same platform.
My point exactly, because we do more work than men
Yes.
and boys in general.
Because you
we
have to face more yes.
Right. So
Correct.
it's just like
Do you think that women support female sports? Right? Like you turn on an NFL football game, it's going to be 95% men watching
Right.
that game, right? Like, do you put some of the onus on the ladies as, showing up and turning on the TV
No, most
and
definitely.
supporting those things? You know what I
Most
mean?
definitely.
I got to defend the men a little bit, just a little bit.
I mean, most definitely, because I'm that person.
Okay.
Like I would like I don't watch men basketball like that, and like I love basketball to death. But I don't watch men basketball like that because I just find more interest in the girls and the college. As you guys can see, the college is going crazy.
Crazy.
With WNBA, college girls.
No, it's starting to
So
pop
it's
off.
just
I
like
watch a lot of like girl sports. My wife, I'm big. I'm like,
Right,
man,
so-
I ain't watching these boys. I'm watching these girls right here, man.
right,
They
but a
ballin'.
lot of us, you know, oh my God, the 7-on-7, let's go watch 7-on-7. But they're not like, oh, let's go watch a girls flag football game. So it's definitely on the girl side too. But it just takes someone to just, you know, teach them how
Change
to,
the culture.
You know what I'm saying? So
You're here to change the
to
culture.
make it cool.
Change the culture, and on our end, and this message goes to the both of you. We're gonna do whatever it takes to keep building on each other's platform, and we don't want anything in return.
As
other
far as
than-
we're concerned, you guys are part of this football fraternity for real. Like,
yeah, we
that's
want
what
to
this is.
help keep building it and keep
Right.
talking about you guys. So there's more awareness.
Yeah.
There's bigger things that can transpire through what you and ScoutSmart is doing
Right.
between the both. There's a lot more just growth, you know, other than just football. So
Right, definitely.
I'm happy that you're the one that is having this opportunity, because I think you're gonna make a big difference, and I'm glad that she gave you that opportunity to be here. So and
It's important that the right people find each other. You know, it's
And I
not
think-
easy
I
to
think,
find
yeah.
a business partner that will
Right.
talk about you that way, that has your back,
and believes in you.
that will work with you through problems. Like it, you know, that's what I have in this man.
Right.
You know, you got to look to your partner as, you know, it's an incredible thing what she's doing as well, right?
Right.
So you guys working together long term. You know, I think the sky's the limit just hearing from both of you. It's
Yeah.
amazing
Sky's
what you
the
have going on.
limit.
She's going to learn about business too. She
Yes.
has to learn about how,
Early.
because she's really has her own small business by having this NIL.
She's a brand.
Yes,
Right.
she's a
You are
brand.
now a brand.
You are a
Yes.
brand. You're a
Yes.
walking brand.
You're
So-
TT Incorporated.
Yeah,
That's just how it is
Hey,
now.
that's what
Love
you
it.
are.
Right.
That's what you are, and that's great. And she understands that, and she wants to see your brand grow.
Right.
Because if your brand
My
grows,
brand grows.
her brand grows.
1,000%.
And she can, and if she's growing, she's able to help you and many more.
Right. And
As
that's what
well
it's all
as you
about.
can. Yeah.
That's what it's all
That's-
about.
those are
It's
the
all
best
about helping the
partnerships.
next.
We're doing God's work, you
Right.
know, and I say that all the time, even when I'm coaching. Like I tell guys, like, this is my ministry. I'm here to coach, and not just coach football, coach, you know, people to be good husbands, good wives, good fathers, mothers. That's what, you know, that's
That's
the
really
whole-
what we're doing here.
Yeah, that's what we're
not
doing.
here-
Like
we're
we're
not
not
here
trying to
pulling flags
pull.
and
We're
running
not.
around,
Yeah,
like,
we're not here trying
We're
to
here
get
building young people.
yeah, we're not clout chasing and trying. That's not what we're doing. We're gonna be like, it's gonna be organic. Like, we're gonna just grow. So just to see this is amazing, and I'm glad that it happened now. Just because, you know, and we've been talking about doing this podcast forever, and we were like, oh, let's just wait. I was always putting the let's just wait, and look, this
God finds the right time.
God
Right.
finds the right time.
Perfect.
So, now, last question to the both of you. If there was something that you can tell the youth about how to keep progressing and trying to get better at whatever sport, just what would you tell them?
I'll let you go first.
I would say be coachable. Listen to your coaches. Be willing to invest. I see a lot of kids who are not willing to put in the time and the
Oh, yeah.
effort.
Wow.
They're not that committed to it. You know, if you're not, then it might not be for you. So just make sure that you're willing to put in that. You know I sound like someone's mom, but I also
No,
like
that's
focus on your
real. That's
grades.
honest.
Focus on your grades too, because there's got to be something after that sport. And so, and get smart about the recruiting process. I mean, I'm going to talk to you guys because we may do some recruiting webinars and things that we could look,
That'd be great.
talk to you
Awesome.
guys about.
Yes.
But we'd love to see more of these student athletes understand the recruiting process
Definitely.
Yes.
But we want to be educated as well, so we're giving the right information.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because from a tackle football standpoint, I've been doing it for 23 years. I'm pretty well rounded when it comes to that. But in this world, it's different.
different.
And I want to
It's-
be
and
able
like
to
you said,
help.
it's
I want to be
changing.
able to tell a girl off the street, like, hey, coach, like, I saw your podcast. I saw you. You know, you're doing flag football. Like, do you have any information? And I don't want to just give them the wrong information.
Or the wrong person.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely.
Right.
So now.
As a young girl, or on a kid's perspective, I would say just be yourself, because that's all you can be, you know. And it comes faster, and things come more genuine when it's, you know, you being you. I would also like to say, like, focus on those grades because you can't go nowhere with no grades. You can be the best player in the world and be a high school all-star, and that's it. So focus on your grades. Also, take the sport and run with it. And what I mean by that is take the sport and use it to the best of your advantage because the ball is going to always go flat at one point. And when that ball go flat, you have to have something to back that up. You have to have a business or something to, something stable to be able to hold you up after that because if not, then you're going to be lost in a world full of opportunities. So I would definitely say when the ball goes flat, have a backup plan and take sports in general and just use it to the best of your advantage. That's it.
You two are very impressive partnership. You're an impressive young woman, and we look forward to following you guys and seeing the growth.
And whatever on our end, whatever you guys need, whatever it may be, we're here. We're here with nothing, no expectation. We don't
Any
want
way we can help.
That I've been doing this for a long time, and I told if you're trying to pay me back by being successful.
Right.
Just do it. That's how you pay me back. Be successful. Do the things do the right thing.
Right.
So, whatever you guys need.
Thank you
Thank
so
you guys
much.
so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
All right, Coach. Well, episode 2 is in the books. We had some incredible interviews today. I can't wait to go watch that thing back. I'm already excited for it, even though we're not even done yet. And I think these guys are going to learn a lot about this girls flag football game, about the recruiting side of it, from the player side of it, from the coach's side of it. Like, we really hit it from all angles today, man. So I don't know about you, but I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling great about this. Just the fact that you see all these girls out here and they're all like eager to like make a name for themselves. It's impressive, man. It was very it's different. It felt good. It felt very genuine.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice to be around a good community of football.
Yes.
Like football, because it's football. I don't
Really,
care
that's
girls,
what this is.
boys,
Yeah.
it don't matter. It's football. Like they playing football.
Yeah.
And it's
And
just
they talk
nice.
like it too.
Yeah. They talk crazy. I like that.
Yeah.
And it's just, you could tell that this flag football, girls flag football, is on a rise.
And it's
like,
building.
and it's building.
in the
it's
right
coming
way.
quick. Yeah. And it's just, I'm happy. I'm sure we're both.
Folks are probably thinking today, what the hell are these two dudes doing at a West Express girls flag football event for their second episode of the podcast? And they're probably going to look back a couple years from now like,
And we're like, wow, they were onto
they
something.
definitely knew what was coming.
And then again, like,
and you've been ahead of this game, Coach. You were telling me about how flag's going to blow up years ago.
flag
so
is,
this is
one of the most growing sports, period. Like, it's in the Olympics, for Christ's sake. Like, why are we not giving this the flowers that it deserves? Like, I love it, and the girls are just, they have so much energy. They're energetic. Hey, listen,
we've been hearing them all day, Coach. This
boys-
West Express football team, the Nike camp, sponsoring with it. They got some great coaches here, like we mentioned. You can hear the energy behind us right now. Like, they're still fired up hours into this thing.
Yeah.
So
And listen, the boys are in trouble. They're in trouble.
and
like,
they
because
were
they're
and
coming
they were
with energy.
calling us out, Coach.
Yeah.
They had no
coming with
problem
energy.
calling us out.
Boys are coming out, and
Yeah.
they're not trying to like belittle the boys. They're not. They just
They want to be recognized
They
for
want
what
to
they
be
do.
recognized
And
too.
we ain't got no problem
And we
recognizing
ain't got no problem with that. We're gonna continue to keep doing that. We're gonna put more into this.
Yeah.
So like, just to be a part of what they got going on, I'm excited, man.
We're
I'm
happy to continue to shine the light, man.
Yeah.
But I do want to give a little teaser to what we got coming up next.
Yes.
We have an incredible event next weekend. Hey, we're going to be at the Crib game,
Yep.
Dade versus Broward. It's going to be infectious energy out there. And, you did put the muzzle on me today. I frankly had a lot to say. And,
Yeah. Well,
you
again,
got one out of me.
we're-
You got
we're-
one out of
yeah.
me, but the next one will be interesting. Okay,
Well-
the next one will be more free flowing, and I got some people that aren't gonna like what I have to say when they disrespect my family, as I see it. My energy shifts radically, and they're gonna get a little bit of that next episode.
Hey, listen, you got to lay in that there.
Because
right?
I just I feel how I feel.
There's a lot of issues, and listen, our podcast is built to spread awareness, and we're going to continue to keep doing that. And if people don't like it, then listen, like I said it before, you're invited to the show.
Yeah.
Come on and speak your piece, or tell me that I'm wrong, but come with facts. Don't be upset.
In that vein, guys, please share this. share it out to your friends, send a text message, share the YouTube. We're going to have clips out on Instagram. And if you want to support it, you can do that by sharing. But also, you know, we do have a little business we want to talk about. We're looking for some sponsors, some presenting sponsors for the podcast. We're going to have some segments coming out that will have sponsoring opportunities as well. So if you represent a company or corporation that loves what this is about, that wants to get involved with what we're doing here at 4th and Inches, please reach out to us, DM us, email us. We're definitely not hard to find. So we'd love to talk to you. And thank you again for your eyeballs. Thank you for the views. And hopefully thank you for sharing.